Yo, what's going on YouTube? And today we are back again with these disgusting living pieces of shit right here. Epstein files. Why was Jeffrey Epstein emailing university professors by Cuff Boys? He's been keeping up to date and he's been helping us. Shout out Cuff Boys.
Details in the Epstein files emerge.
This disgusting living piece of shit, Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible in a little amount of time. Hit subscribe if you're new to my channel. Let's go. All right, why don't we start with the terrible one? From Redacted to Jeffrey, March 2014. Thank you for a fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty.
The
I
fuck?
Again,
Your
why
littlest
is this
girl.
person redacted and being protected? Who is it? Now this email is from Mark Tramo, 2017. I believe this is some sort of professor from UCLA. Hi Jeffrey, thanks for sending Richard Johnson on my way. I trust the kind words I share with him are acceptable to you. If not, please let me know ASAP. I'm on the road. I hope you realize this recognition for all you do for so many of us is, in my opinion, overdue and well deserved. Was just reading today that newborns will suck on a pacifier more vigorously if it triggers playback of a recording of his mother, voiced in another woman's voice. Have you read David Brooks' Social Animal? And this is a PS, by the way. So without context, apparently this guy was like basically bootlicking Epstein for funding for some sort of research or something. So here's the Institute for Music and Brain Science. It's a whole bunch of nerdy shit about this study, but who knows if this guy's actually involved. But it's definitely not a good look to even be communicating with him and bringing up newborns sucking on something vigorously. Another strange and concerning email from this guy, Deepak Chopra. Am I pronouncing that name right? I have no idea, dude. Apparently this guy's well known. I don't know who he is. He messaged him March 8th, 2017. God is a construct. Cute girls are real. So this spiritual guru was talking about cute girls to Epstein. Each day as people read these emails, it just gets worse and worse, huh? Oh my God, there's another one. Come to Israel with us. Relax and have fun with interesting people. Use a fake name. Bring your girls. It will be fun to have you. Love. Bro, look what Woody Allen emails Epstein. Jeffrey, how are you? I hear from Eva that your incarceration period is now about over. What a great relief for you. I know you have to remain in Florida for a while, but at least you can get about and sleep in your own bed. Kathy and Isabel are at Interlaken right now for a 2-day look-see. Isabel has become at age 12 an amazing accomplished flutist. She has a self-driven passion for it. I hear you were very involved there. Isabel's not sure yet. She wants to spend a summer rehearsing 8 hours a day. Believe she has seen it all, and we'll see 6 months from now what she wants. They love Traverse City. One of my best friend's college roommates spent every summer and was always singing its praises. Caitlin will sorely miss Redacted being at Spence next year, blah, blah, blah. That's it for now. Congrats on having mostly by now come through such an awful ordeal with your head. Why is he emailing Epstein like he's innocent and going through something rough and messaging him about his 12-year-old daughter? What the fuck is that? That is so odd and very, very concerning. I'm struggling to find if that's Woody Allen's children or not, but it's some young girl that's 12 years old. Who knows? We got a picture of Ghislaine, Epstein, and Clinton here. Very terrible quality. Apparently it was deleted. And of course, someone just found this 20 minutes ago. I don't know if this has been seen, but this looks like it could probably be Mar-a-Lago, maybe. Who knows? Oh my.
Whoa. What's that?
Oh my God is right, bro.
44. God.
My God. Hi, Rich. Sarah K. to Rich Barnett.
Dude, okay, yeah, now get out of this, bro.
With each passing day,
oh my God,
being at Spence next year, blah blah blah. That's it for now. I don't know if this has been seen, but this looks like it could be Mar-a-Lago, maybe. Who knows? Oh my God. Hi, Rich. Sarah K. to Rich Barnett, whoever these people are, who knows? Jeffrey's asked if you can FedEx a painting he made of the Massacre of the Innocents to the ranch. It's the large 9x9 canvas that we had rolled out for him to see in the entryway where they are killing babies. He wants to use it on the ranch and is hoping you could FedEx it to arrive by Wednesday. Thanks, Sarah. So at first glance, it looks like there's an entryway in the house that they're kicking babies at, but it's actually just, she's describing the painting. And of course, Epstein was interested in this type of artwork and shit, bro. No surprise there. A bunch of redacted. Epstein. Meet him. He's interesting. Very much like Joe Roberts. Boring rich hick. Remember, he is the one who was blackmailed by the girl and PB. Palm Beach, I'm guessing, from Donald Trump's party. The year isn't very accurate, so I don't know what year it was. From Epstein to whoever this is at the top. 2010, Marty has been at my ranch. He is great. Apparently this Marty is another professor from the University of Pennsylvania. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Back to the video, boys. Look at this post. Trafficker Julia Santos. I've come across this woman who appears to be someone who found and trafficked models to Epstein, generally from Eastern Europe or Russia. Girls she trafficked, and she lists them in each document. Anya, Liza, Blue Eyes, Katerina, Dasha, Unknown, Anya, Sasha. Someone found more. The German. Too old. I mean, the list just goes on. But remember, the government says there's no other third parties that could be charged with anything. All right, I got to show you guys this website. It's called jmail.world. And the user interface is now basically I'm logged in as Epstein's email. And I have all the people that have contacted me over the years listed on the left. And I can go through the emails and see what all these people have been messaging each other. So whoever made this incredible website, but this is the first insane email here. From 2006, he's messaging some sort of lawyer named Mitch Weber. So August 23rd, 2006, Epstein says, let's also look at sex tourism laws, going someplace, with specific intent of having underage sex. This lawyer responds to him. Mr. Epstein, I'm sorry I was a little confused about what you were asking on the phone. I see what you were asking now. The question is, what would happen if one were to transport a minor for sex or transport oneself with the intent to have sex with a minor into a state in which the age of consent is below 18, assuming the minor is above the age of consent in the given state? The answer is there's no violation of law. The plain language of the federal sex trafficking statute specifies that a person has not violated that federal law unless he has committed another chargeable offense, presumably under state law. And he quotes the law here. As I wrote in my August 11th memo,
let's see what that law says.
Under state law, and he quotes the law.
The law states a person who knowingly transports an individual who has not attained the age of 18 years in interstate or foreign commerce or in any commonwealth, territory, or possession of the United States with intent that the individual engage in prostitution or in any sexual activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense shall be fined under this title and prison not less than 5 years and not more than 30.
Here. As I wrote in my August 11th memo, in Epstein's case, 1, he never transported any girl across state lines. 2, he never traveled with the intent of soliciting prostitution from underage girls. Sincerely, Mitch. A lot of people would say this is unethical or it's just a lawyer helping their client. So that was August 2006, around the time everything that happened in Florida when he got charged. By November 2004, the feds were already tipped that shit was going on at his house. And there was a 13-month investigation into Epstein at that point in time. A former employee told the police that Epstein would receive massages 3 times a day. Eventually, the FBI compiled reports on 34 confirmed minors eligible for restitution, increased to 40 in the non-prosecution agreement. And then by May 2006, 3 months before this email, Palm Beach police filed a probable cause affidavit saying that Epstein should be charged with 4 counts of unlawful sex with minors and 1 count of sexual abuse. And then he was arrested in July in 2006. So what it seems like to me is he's panicking about being charged federally now because he just got picked up for state charges 2 months prior to this email. Holy shit. Please listen to this email. This is from December 2018. Jeffrey says, a friend of a friend Skyped me because they wanted some advice. She said she was working on a sex trafficking movie. She said she met this really beautiful girl that used to be a sex slave for a guy with a private island. She met this pilot/girl at Burning Man. I asked her if she had ever met Epstein. She said no, she hadn't. And I said, yes, you have. She almost fainted. So it's a little confusing, right?
The hell?
And the person is redacted replying saying, I'm confused. Never talked to her about anything to do with you. But she knows. Jeffrey says no. She was telling me that she is doing a movie on a sex trafficking and met a sex slave. She had no idea that the Jeffrey she was talking to, me, was the Jeffrey she was talking about. Imagine this girl now talking about working on this movie about a Jeffrey with an island that is doing f***ed up shit to people, and it turns out you're speaking to him right in front of you. That girl probably shit her pants, and Jeffrey proceeds to brag.
Bro, oh my god, this is the last video, bro. I swear to God, all my life I'm getting premium. I promise you. There's no more videos with no premium.
2007 email. A whole bizarre email from a Harvard professor. Hi, Jeffrey. I've been thinking more about the virtues of sex with a 40-year-old woman who you know well and have come to love. This is a good thing. Here's why. And this is after Jeffrey was arrested. Why are Harvard professors emailing this creep? Claim 1, factors that make someone physically attractive trigger their desire to procreate, and those factors have this effect throughout life. Blah, blah, blah. Claim 2, I mean, if you want to pause and read it, it's just a bunch of weird shit about sex, whatever. Claim 5, older women are better able to be intimate partners. Personal growth is important. Sex is not just about pleasures of the flesh, it's all about pleasures of the mind. Blah, blah, blah. Stephen M. Kosslyn, Harvard University. Jeffrey says the fact that the vast majority of sports creates a community and cohesiveness doesn't make it natural. Claim 4 and 5 are apart from sex. I get that part. It's the sex part I'm having trouble with. Dude, this professor has emailed him over the years. Now, Steve Bannon is mentioned hundreds of times. There's over 500 emails in here with Steve Bannon. I mean, here's a December 2017 email. Come visit, very private, lots to talk about. Jeffrey, cool, Steve Bannon replies. Do you stay in Palm Beach? No, head back to DC. All right, more Steve Bannon here, linking a YouTube video to Epstein. Epstein says, wow, great. Really well done, much better than Morris. You click the link, it still works. It's some trailer for a documentary about Steve Bannon.
If I had not come as the CEO of the campaign, Trump would not have won.
And that's a fact.
The White House, there's no glamour to the job at all. I hated every second I was there.
God damn it. Just stay focused.
So Steve literally claims he helped Trump get elected in 2016, and he's this close with Epstein emailing trailers. Like, what are we doing, man? All right, so I'm on our website showing a bunch of pictures now. Just going to go through them. It's 11,000 pictures, all in data set 10, I believe. And this is obviously, it looks like the island. I think it's the island, yeah. It's extremely eerie to see some of these pictures because you know so much terrible shit happening.
Yeah.
Like, why is this on
Why the
island?
fuck do they have
Why
a
do you have
dentist?
this type of room?
Bro
And
has
what
a
are these
dentist
on the
room
wall,
in
bro?
there. Oh,
What is this
hell nah.
creepy ass shit? And like a doctor's room. What the did they put those on to like hide their
So
identity?
weird, bro.
Is that girl pregnant right here on the far right? I can't tell. Some girl writing about going to Africa or something. Always wearing this USA quarter zip or whatever. This is Happy Birthday Jeffrey 2007. Bro, I might have to blur this, but there's a toy in the drawer. What the fuck is this? It says power deception on this chalkboard. I saw someone say, I think on Twitter, that this is for disposing of bodies, and they just threw bodies in there and then sharks would eat them. Who knows if that's true? I don't know if there's raw evidence of it, but oh, this one's bad. This is definitely a victim. Bro's taking selfies with victims. I can't believe he got away with this much shit, bro. Okay, well, this is not redacted. What are we doing? I'm gonna have to blur this girl's face. She looks like she's maybe somewhere in her teens. What's this? Oh, pictures at the White House with redacted faces. More redacted faces. What are we doing here? Look, not redacted face. I mean, I know there's a glare on it, but then redacted. Redacted. Not redacted. Okay. I'm gonna have to redact this. I'm just trying to show you guys that they, like, weren't good at redacting shit when this is literally about protecting victims. That's the whole reason they did all of this. Some people are saying that they did this shit on purpose, by the way. They didn't redact some people to, you know, punish them in a way. All right, this is from 2005. A bunch of kids with s'mores and shit. All right, so they took these two pictures together. I'm gonna have to blur the girl's face.
Bro, that's
sitting on the
fucking
lap.
a little
What
girl,
are we
bro.
doing?
God
Why is
damn,
this
what
not
the
redacted?
fuck? That is
Literally, you can
weird.
see half the girl's face sitting on his lap. And then
Dog.
you guys see that's a picture of the girl at the bottom. Now here's the infamous picture of Bill Clinton painted on one of Epstein's walls in New York, I believe. Literally Bill
The
Clinton
hell?
in a dress. Like, what are we doing, bro?
What the
is this
fuck?
reality? Is there no up close picture of what is said?
Nah,
next to it?
that's gotta be thumbnail, bro. What the fuck? Hell nah. Dude, what are these people on, bro? Like, I've never seen the movie Eyes Wide Shut. This is literally what this shit is, bro.
What is this reality? Is there no up close picture of what is said next to it?
It's crazy
Like,
how
Bill
all
Gates
this shit's
talking
getting
about how he enjoyed
exposed.
breakfast a lot on December 11th, 2014. Now they are talking about business shit here and like philanthropy, but I don't know why Bill Gates thought it was a good idea to even be talking to him. I wonder why. What is this? Epstein says, I guess I won't be able to run for office for a while. The Forbes 400 list is now over $3 trillion in wealth that will be transferred. Obama will try to avoid that step up. It won't pass the time, but more of an impetus for sure, though hardly needed. Run for office? Hold on. In 2015, Epstein thought he was going to be able to run for president? And this is to Bill Gates and Larry Cohen. All right, Jeffrey to this guy Boris, who apparently worked for Bill Gates. Redacted had emailed me a couple times over the past 2 months. After I sent her the note, she said she had little money, couldn't afford air conditioner, and was living on a friend's couch. Really needed money. I sent her some. Quote, your friend Bill's nuts. His former girl cannot afford air conditioner, can't afford to travel to Bridge. She said that Sharon Osbourne used to arrange. The lawyer helped her with papers, so she is okay, but broke. That story would take Trump off the front pages. The richest man in the world is so cheap. His former bridge girl and toy lives on a friend's sofa. Wow. This is Epstein messaging this guy Boris saying, this story could take the headlines over Trump. Now someone answer this question, why is Epstein even thinking about this? Why is he trying to help Trump and the media coverage? Here's a 72-page deposition of one of the security guards at the jail that Epstein died at. Inspector General interview with MCC Captain, June 15, 2021. Camera system down. Cameras in the shoe where Epstein was housed were non-functional. We all know that. The cameras were down, remember? Captain admits he left early Thursday and wasn't present when camera issues were discussed. He states he doesn't know to this date if cameras on Epstein's range were actually down. Guards were sleeping. Captain personally reviewed camera footage and confirmed seeing both guards asleep. I heard that, and what camera footage I saw, I could physically observe them sleeping. What are the odds of this, bro? This guy dies, cameras are down, and guards are sleeping.
I bet.
Mandatory 30-minute checks not done too. Oh, would you look at that? Required rounds every 30 minutes were falsified. Falsified. Guards were supposed to log what inmates were doing in their cells. Multiple references to counts at 4 and 10 p.m. not being conducted. When asked if count wasn't actually conducted, and they asked about falsifying that, Captain confirms this would be the whole unit. Cellmate removal. Epstein was supposed to have a cellmate, but didn't. If proper counts had been done at 4 p.m. and 10 p.m., they would have discovered Epstein was alone. This should have been reported up the chain immediately.
What?
What's out of the ordinary? Captain admits he was monitoring camera footage only after the incident and was appalled at the SHU staff were doing during off hours. Multiple system failures. The interview reveals significant supervisory failures. Captain wasn't present for key meetings, wasn't monitoring his staff properly. That's pretty much it for this video. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Love you boys. Peace out.
Oh, so it looks like he's doing multiple videos. But hey, man, we're keeping up to date with this shit every time, bro. Did he create any more videos? Let's see. No. We've been up to date. I saw that one on my off video. It was fucking nasty as fuck. I definitely recommend you see this shit because that is disgusting. I'm telling you. But hey, man, I'm saying in the video, I don't really like doing too much talking when I'm watching these type of videos, so I can gain as much information as possible about this shit. And I don't want to interrupt them, but man, this shit is like crazy. This shit's crazy. We're gonna try to keep up every day. But hey, man, that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Coming up to next. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm